here to tell us more about stepping into the ring in her upcoming film. Undercard is Emmy Award-winning writer, comedian, and actor Wanda Sykes.
Welcome, Wanda.
Hi.
Always wonderful to see you.
Good to see you too.
So fantastic.
Thank you for having me.
Please, thanks for braving the storms and all the rest. Miss Wanda Sykes, that was a very serious lady we just saw on screen. Wanda takes on the sweet science. What was this like for you?
I loved it. It really was a great experience, really. I've always enjoyed boxing.
Okay.
As a kid, you know, we listened to some fights on the radio. That's how old I am. But yeah, so when the opportunity was presented to me, you know, it's a dramatic role. So Tamika Miller, you know, the writer, director, and she said, I want you to do this. And my first question was, what, did Queen Latifah say no? And, that's why I'm getting it. So, but yeah, I read the script, fell in love with it. And you know, first thing she said was, you got to learn how to hold mitts. You got to, you know, you're a trainer. Yeah. So I jumped in the ring and I stayed with it, and I'm still doing it now. Yeah.
No, so you learned how to actually do it, how to throw a few punches?
Yes.
Yeah.
One, two. Yeah.
What was it like stepping into a dramatic role from being a comedian?
It was a little daunting, you know. People expect me to be funny, right? They want the joke. So I was hoping that, you know, I wouldn't be on screen and the audience is like this. Okay, here come the joke, and like, oh man, no joke, you know. But I was in good hands with Tamika, and the rest of the cast. They're just amazing, and I just felt like everyone was just rooting for me and just being so supportive. So it was easy for me to kind of like just stay in that character, stay in that place.
Can we talk about your character?
Sure.
Cheryl.
Cheryl No Mercy.
Cheryl No Mercy, right? Because every boxer has you have a name, right?
Gotta have a name.
Yeah, and yours is
No Mercy.
Okay.
Yes.
Tell us about her.
She was a champion, former champion. Now she's a trainer. She's you know, in recoveries, try to stay sober. She gave up her son when he was very young. And so she's trying to repair that relationship, and he's also a boxer. So it's, you know, they bump heads, but they make this commitment of, okay, look, it's going to be a trainer-boxer relationship. But of course, that opens the door for her. So, you know, she's trying to repair that relationship, and also she's raising a young girl, her daughter. Well, actually, it was her niece that she had to raise because the mother passed away. So she has a lot of fights outside of the ring going on. You know, she's, you know, fighting to repair relationships, fighting to stay sober, fighting, you know, actually to survive, make money. So it's a complex character.
Boxing is a metaphor for life.
Yeah, exactly.
Really
exactly.
Did you find yourself feeling empathetic for Cheryl? Like, did you feel bad for her?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You know, after a long day of shooting, you know, 13, 14 hours, and you know, and we shot this in Puerto Rico, and it was so hot. It was very.
Hold up. Did you train with Amanda Serrano?
No.
Oh, shucks. We got to go back. Let's do Undercard Part 2.
I'm down with that. I'm down with that.
So you were training in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, but it was a beautiful, beautiful people, beautiful. And, you know, but after a long day of being outside in the sun and everything, I would get back to the hotel and have a nice martini. It's like, oh, I feel so sorry for you, Cheryl. You can't have this. I can.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was the Wanda. There was the Wanda.
Yeah.
There was the
poor
Wanda.
Cheryl. Oh,
right.
Yeah.
So what did you have to do? How did you find Cheryl? In terms of, you know, you've spent your life making us all laugh, and this is a 180, or are they kind of the same, comedy and drama, dark, light?
You know, comedy is drama, but with a twist. You know, it's the funny part is the twist. Right. That's the comedy. So, yeah. So to me, it was like I was just doing straight lines and without the joke at the end. Right. You know. Yeah. But it was easy to, I shouldn't say easy, because it was so well written, I guess I should say, that I was able to, you know, find the character and just try to put my take on it, I guess.
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
What do you hope people walk away with after seeing this movie?
I hope people walk away with that you can forgive yourself. You know, I think that's another thing. Cheryl was like probably beating herself up because she did regret how she raised her son or didn't raise her son. But you know, there's redemption out there, and a lot of it starts with you have to forgive yourself, so then that way you can open yourself up to build, you know, other relationships instead of carrying all this baggage around.
It gets heavy after a while, doesn't it?
Exactly.
Also, shout out to the female trainer. The character, the lead character being a woman in sports and training and all the rest. Because you got to really search for some research for female boxers out there, which I'm sure you did. So thanks for bringing that to life.
Absolutely.
Fantastic.
Absolutely.
Are you going to take on more serious roles? What's happening?
I don't know. That's the thing. You know, this was presented to me. I wasn't out there
weren't
going,
seeking it out.
No.
It's you. Hey, maybe a new calling in life.
We'll see.
Upshaw's coming to an end. People are sad about it.
Yeah.
I mean,
devastating. What was it like?
We had great seasons though, and it's really rare for a show to run that long, especially a sitcom on Netflix. So our fans, the best, they've stayed with us for so long, and I think it was great that we had the opportunity to wrap it up the way we wanted to wrap it up. You know, it wasn't like we finished the season and you're not coming back.
Renewed.
We were able to write to how we wanted to leave this family. So and I love everybody in that on that cast and in the show. That's what I miss the most.
The people. Absolutely.
The fans miss it a lot too.
Yes.
But they can still watch it.
In perpetuity. Come on. The control room is saying it's not the same.
Nothing like a comfort show, though. You know.
Well, Wanda, thank you so much for spending time with us. Congratulations on the film and on all the other things that I'm sure you have up your sleeve.
Thank you.
The Undercard is in theaters this Friday.